Hello everybody, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 with another car build. This is the Nissan 300 twin turbo, I think that's it, right? Yeah, Nissan Fairlady Z twin turbo, that's it. There's so many names I don't remember. Sorry. It's a new car. The car pass has ended, but we still get the 2 cars a week in the form of seasonal competitions, which is always great. Now, we have the devil's number for our PI as a starting point. That's ominous, we'll say. Now, I'll get to the power in a second, but the wing is amazing. We have, that, which is weird. Okay. And then we have that. Yeah. It is, actually taller than the roof line, which is fantastic. And then we have the Forza wing, which is boring. Look at that! That should give way more downforce than that. It looks like a freaking Dodge Daytona wing, but we need to go with the Forza wing. I know, I'm sorry. I know, I'm very sorry. This kid, I'm going to have to block you, I swear to God. Keeps saying, wow, those are big front tires. 305s on the front are ridiculously big. In fact, it's 305s all around. That's some of the biggest tires we've ever had on the front. The Camaro is pretty darn sizable front-size tires. I think those are, what, 325s? This probably has the biggest tires all around as an average. That's quite impressive. Sure, we'll go with you. Don't add anything while we're there. This is gonna be... I think this will have a lot of grip. I think this will have a lot of grip. It's all a matter of how will it fare around the acceleration zones, how will it fare in the corners, how much power can we get. Now, officially... this car has 276 horsepower, but I suspect it had a bit more than that because the legal limit for Japan at the time was 276 horsepower. So, similar to how America did it in order to beat insurance, they just kind of said, yeah, it's got 300 horsepower, right? Yeah. This is never going to make it. Engine swap it. We have the i6. The 6.2-liter V8, the 2-liter i6, or the Turbo I. This is a Nissan, so let's go with the R34 engine. You know, it's a Nissan R34, probably one of my favorite Japanese cars of all time, and I love the R34. Love Nissan as a whole, so why don't we go with quite powerful R34 engine. This should be just about enough, right? I don't have to swap the V8 in, do I? I might have to swap the V8 in, because this is getting an alarming amount of power. Come on, you can make it. I believe in you. Maybe. Please. 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 You're not really getting there. Come on. Please make it. This is gonna be really close. I think we just get it. I think we just get it. We're gonna put you on. This is a lot of power, by the way. This is an awful lot of power. I think this has the potential to be very, very quick. It has, hang on, 800 horsepower, weighs just under 3,000 pounds. It's also very expensive, 106 grand for this car. Yeah, 600 torque is pretty darn good as well. This, I think, has a chance of being quite quick. The Nissan Fairlady Z, I was about to say the R34. It's basically an R34. It's all-wheel drive, big tires, and a R34 engine. Has to beat a 229 set by that Mercedes. That Mercedes is turning out to be quite a tough challenger, the only vehicle to get sub 230. I think this might have a decent chance of beating that Mercedes. It has the possibility. It has the massive tires. It has relatively lightweight, but not enough of a lightweight to be thrown around by the bumps. Has near enough 800 horsepower. So it's all a matter of how much can it grip. How much grip can it get? Because we'll have decent acceleration, I think. But can we carry the speed? Because this is a very handling-oriented circuit. We need grip even in wet conditions. So let's get ready to go. There we go, and we're off. Let's just see how fast he can go down pretty much the longest straight of the entire rally. We're not very quick, actually. I say we're not very quick. 140 miles an hour. It's not the fastest accelerating mid-range, but once it gets up there, it doesn't really stop. That's the benefit of it. Okay, not terrible, 140. It's a few miles an hour down, but nothing too shabby. I turned in a little early there. That was not ideal. If you get a late apex, like you can turn in really hard, you may be able to carry some good speed through there. Some really good speed. But I turned in too early. That was my bad. So then it makes you slow. But so we didn't have an accident on that corner, which is relatively frequent based on the slight jutting out of the rocks. Also too sideways, not ideal. I'm liking the grip though. I'm liking the grip of this car. Flat out over that hill. Yeah, it's not the fastest accelerating in like the mid-range second, third gear area. Second, third gear, not the fastest accelerating in those gears, which is not woo. I turned in a little too much, and that's not very good. That's kind of an anti-corner cutting technique, really, having rolly curves. You know, the amount of dirt, but there you go. Yeah, it has good first gear acceleration, has good fourth gear acceleration. Second and third, not ideal for this circuit. Doesn't really get up to the speeds that we were expecting. Decent. Hopefully have a decent downhill. Uphill is a little bit scrappy, not very clean. Kinda just, it was clean, it wasn't very fast clean though, if you get what I mean. There's a slight difference. One of them is clean and smooth, you don't crash into anything. The other one is fast and smooth and clean. I know I use clean to describe clean, but shut up. It's fine, alright? I think this has potential to go very quickly. I think this has potential to be very quick through here. It has good grip, very good grip. Actually, I'm very pleased with the handling of this car. Brakes are not terrible. That was way too much speed in there. We just about got it stopped. Not the ideal corner, though. So they have some improvements to be made for sure. But I'm liking how the Fairlady does. I'm liking how the Nissan Fairlady... I like how the Fairlady fares. Tons are fun. Alright, let's see. This is a pretty terrible run. Still gonna be a pretty darn impressive time. Holy cow, 2:32 with a pretty scruffy run. Not the cleanest run. And that is seriously quick. That, I think we might be able to get into 2:30s. I think we can shave a few seconds off of that run. Pretty solidly. Literally, if we just don't mess up and we drive smoothly, I think we can shave off a good 2 seconds. Maybe a little less than that, around 2 seconds. Definitely get it in the top 3. We might already be in the top 3 already. I don't think so, though. I think the Viper did a 2:31. So this definitely has the ability to beat the Viper. Whether or not it has the ability to beat the Porsche, I'm not sure. It's going to be close between the Porsche and this. Porsche did a 2:30 dead, pretty much. We shall see though, just not make a mistake. That's the important thing. Don't run wide, don't make a mistake, just be clean. Be neat and tidy, and we shall prosper. I misjudged the start there. Just having big old turbos. Alright. Neat and tidy. Neat and tidy. Not as fast down there though, not as fast. You do good on the brakes. I braked a little early actually. A little bit too much sideways perhaps around there, a little too much time spinning the wheels. Try and get this run perfect. Ready? Oh, that's quick. Oh, that's very quick. That's 100 miles an hour through there. I had just the slightest of lifts. That is... I think that's the fastest we've ever had a car go through there. That's incredible. 100 miles an hour through that corner is ridiculous, actually. Alright, that's a slightly better corner to do there. I want to focus on this run, so I might not talk quite as much, because I want to have time to push it as hard as I physically can on the third lap. I want to have that buffer. Because when you have a buffer, you can push it harder and maybe find time you didn't think you could. So if you get a clean, good, solid second stage, you can have some leniency, have some space to push on the third one. And that's what I want to do here. So, just be neat, just be tidy. That is the key with this car. Carry the speed. Oh, misjudged that corner quite considerably. Okay, that did not go well. I pretty much stalled out right in the center of the corner, which is not ideal. Keep the revs up. I'm exploring a little bit. That's not ideal either. That was not the cleanest. That's worse. Remember, we had a second car roll. Okay. Damn it, because that was a really good stage. I mean, that was a really good run. Damn it, we had our second rollover. That was very clean. That was a very clean rollover. Well done. Not the ideal situation. Yeah, that's an issue. Okay. You know how I said I wanted to have that clean third run? Yeah, we're not gonna get that. Where I, push as hard as possible. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hopefully not make a mistake on the third run. Because that was not intended. I did not think we would roll. Okay, I mean, funnily enough, we only lost 7 seconds in a rollover, so... Yeah, well, we definitely have time to improve. That did not go to plan. If we could not roll the Fairlady, that would be good. That would be ideal. I don't know, though. That's the thing, I'm not sure. Because I need a pretty darn solid clean run on the final. This is a very high pressure stage. We've had a rollover and a very good time, don't get me wrong. A 2:32 is a fantastic time. But I know this can do so much better. I know it can do so much better. So, for the glory, let's do this. For Japan. Alright, got on the brakes late, but fair. There we go. Now, there we go. That was a perfect apex. That is what I wanted from this car. On the first run. We're good. Not quite as fast, but I'm okay with that. It makes me more comfortable. It makes me better set off on this one. 110 down that straight. That's all corner speed, my friend. That is all corner speed. And that corner speed is good. That corner speed is very good in the Fairlady. Alright, not the worst exit on that corner. We had a good exit. We maybe had an iffy middle for the corner. But overall, I'm happy with that. Yes. I am impressed with the Nissan. I am very impressed with the Nissan. How you want to pronounce it. Nissan. Datsun, if you are that type of person. Yeah. I like this car a lot. This car is brilliant. It has so much grip. It has decent acceleration, but it doesn't dump all of the power on you at once. This is probably one of my best driving cars I've ever had, besides maybe the Viper. I think the Viper was slightly better to drive just because it had longer key ratios and was naturally aspirated. But this thing is a glorious car to drive. Now, don't roll on the rocks. There we go. Alright, we get a little bit of understeering here. Not ideal, but we can manage. Alright. There we go. Come on, Datsun, Nissan, whatever you want to call it. Alright, better in here. Carry the speed. Nicely done. Can we beat the Porsche? I think that should be our goal, beating the Porsche. I think it is possible. It's just a matter of can I get everything strung together. Carry some speed. Get on the brakes. Going a little sideways on the gravel. Here we go, heading towards the line. It's going to be blisteringly fast. Oh ho ho ho! My friends, we have a new leader by 1/10 of a second. Oh, that was a brilliant lap. That was a brilliant lap. Oh, egg in face, foot in mouth. I said at the beginning I didn't think this could beat the Mercedes, but it just did. It just beat that Mercedes by exactly 0.102 seconds, I think. Ha ha ha. That is amazing. And indeed, the Fairlady will go to the top of the table. A well-deserved top of the table, I will add. That was a phenomenal car. It wasn't even a perfect run. I ran wide a few times. It wasn't even the best run I could do with the car. I could probably get that into the 2:29.5s, possibly, if I had a perfect run. The Fairlady is one heck of a car. The massive tire size on the front and rear, the perfect power band, the great handling, all came together in this Nissan. And what a heck of a car. I was starting to think that Mercedes would not stand, because there's going to be a new expansion release probably in a month or so. So we only have a few more episodes of this series, most likely, until I go to the next island or whatever. And this just shattered that record. I'm talking sledgehammer on glass. It shattered that belief. I was fully expecting this car to do... I was expecting it to do well. I had a hunch it would do very well. But to lead the series so far, that is an incredible feat. I can only imagine how difficult that time is going to be to defeat. If it took so much work, it took a heck of a car to beat that Mercedes. And the Fairlady did it. The Fairlady did it, and not by very much. You know, the Mercedes is still one of two cars to get into 229s, and it's only just being beaten. But it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning, and that is exactly what the Nissan has done. So that is going to be it for this episode of Forza Horizon 4. I'll be back with more.